There we go, swim bait fish. Good morning, folks. Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. I'm back at it, and I'm back at the Virginia farm pond, going at it with my buddy Chris. And there's the first fish of the day on a Yum Money Minnow and an underspin combo. We've been throwing a few little frogs this morning. We've thrown the whopper plopper, and there's a few fish coming up top. Did you just get one? And my man Chris is over here just popping fish on a fluke. So there you go, first fish of the day, Yum Money Minnow. Welcome aboard. There should be some really good action today. Stay tuned. Oh, I think I got another swim bait fish, Chris. Doesn't feel big, but it's another moving bait. Yep, just a little guy. Yeah, so Chris is over there throwing a fluke. He's whacking them. He's honestly probably up a dozen fish to my maybe 2 or 3. I caught a couple fish, real little ones. This is just another real little fish. Just thought I'd show at least one more fish that I caught on that big old swim bait. But I'm fishing for giants today, guys. I'm probably not going to be throwing much less than this. Maybe some vibrating jigs, and the soft plastics I'm going to be throwing easily. Some Texas rigs against some weed edges and such. The water's pretty stained. The water is 72 degrees. It's cloudy, it's gonna get sunny, and it's a perfect day for fishing. So right now I'm flipping the heck out of some edges. We got a real thick matted edge of weeds right here. I've got a culvert with moving water. It's perfect scenario. It's a tough bite this morning so far, but we'll see if we can get something to pick this little beaver bait up. So I'm just fishing the Texas rig sweet beaver, one of those little hematoma colors of black and blue, with about maybe 5/16 ounce tungsten. No way. That's, oh my gosh. That was the first cast with a square bill, a 2.5 blackback chartreuse. So literally the first cast with a crankbait. I've been throwing that swim bait around quite a bit and had a couple dinks, but that was a dink, but interesting. He ate real quick on a crankbait. That was the first throw with a chartreuse blackback 2.5 square bill. Yeah, crankbait, and he ate it. Amazing. Oh, look at that, another one grabbed it right behind. That's 2 casts in a row. A dink, but geez, they like the crankbait. Sure enough, look at that. 3rd cast in a row. Unbelievable. Just chartreuse blackback, another dink, but geez, they're eating this thing up out of nowhere. 3 casts in a row, made a switch for after that Yum Money Minnow underspin combo, fishing that thing for like an hour and a half. 3 casts in a row, they are tearing up the 2.5. That's unreal. It's just amazing, and it goes to show just a little change up does a lot. You never know what you're gonna have to do to get the fish to bite. Now it's just a matter of getting the big one to bite. All right, here we go, in the shade. Oh, a nice one in the shade, I love it. Is he still on? No, he gets off. That's what shade will do. I'm telling you, it's not that hot out here, but a little bit of shade makes a huge difference, and I'm through it right parallel up on the shoreline, on these weed lines I've been working. It's been awesome. So he shook off, that's okay. I'm gonna go and work this shade a couple more times and see if I can crank up another one. That was awesome. There we go. Let's see if I can keep this one. This is a nice fish. Oh, no, is it a pickerel? That's a pickerel. I caught myself a little toothy critter. He's not that little either. He's a pretty good sized pickerel. Let's get him in here without hurting anybody. All right. Oh, and there he goes. He actually broke the line. That's how hard they shake, but that's what I get for grabbing the line. Let me turn this boat around. Get a look at this toothy guy. And stay still for just a second and I will get you safely, I promise. There you go, on a crankbait. It was a pretty hard hit, so that got me going for a minute there. But let's get these out safe and get this guy back in the water. And let's get after our quarry. There we go. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh my God, that's a good fish. Right by, that's a good fish. Right by the drainage right over here. This is a good fish. Let me get over here and get him out of the, before I go over. That's a little spillway over there going over on the back side of this pond. And that's the first cast with this spinnerbait, guys. The sun is out, I've got a little breeze, and man, it's been tough. I got a nice fish to hit that crankbait. I finally got myself a decent fish. Boy, he felt a lot bigger than he is when you're catching a bunch of dinks all day. That fish is awesome. Gosh, guys, it's spinnerbait time up shallow, and I had a little dink hit it, and that thing flickered and scurried across the water, and next thing I know, this guy came after it and gave me a really, really great battle. So there's my biggest fish of the day so far. On a War Eagle spinnerbait, that actually is a perfect color for this stained water and sunny skies. I've got a gold willow and a chrome willow with the white and chartreuse. So perfect combination, perfect spinnerbait bass. It'd be hard to see because there's such a heavy water flow going down into this spillway. The weeds that are so tight up against the shoreline are literally split in half where that current just breaks them up. So I threw it right into that little separation between the weeds, and he was right in between. It made perfect sense. So let's cast another couple of times in there, see if there's any more just hovering in that current. Oh, another bite. Oh, another one, back to back. Little guy, but there's gonna be a bunch of fish in here, I have a feeling. That's gonna be a pretty fun spot. Current on a farm pond. They love that. So there we go. It's a little dink, it's back to back cast. So let's keep throwing in there. All around this thing, there should be some bass. Let's throw on this side real quick, see if there's a bigger one. Oh, there he goes. Oh, they're all in here. All right, I got a load of fish right here. Let's see if there's a big one. Yeah, I got tapped on that cast, so 3 for 3 on bites. There he is, there he is. Jeez, wow. That's a little better, that's a little bit better fish. Yep. A little bit better fish. That's, I don't know, 4 casts, 3 fish, or 2 fish, whatever that is. This is gonna be a fun little spot. You guys have fun hanging with me. There we go. Awesome. I finally did it, guys. I broke out a shaky head. Midday, it's getting a little tough out here. I got a nice spinnerbait bite there for a minute by some moving water, and this is only like the second cast. The famous shaky head. There it is, 3/16 ounce with a little gooseberry zoom trick worm. Got a 12-pound test braid and 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader. That's great. He ate it good too. Let's see if I can get it out without using the pliers. There it is. Awesome. Not a huge one, but it's not a dink. It's not quite a dink. But yeah, that's a great deal. Whenever it's tough and whenever it's even if it's a not so pressured pond like this, sometimes that little baby right there is going to do it. Just a gooseberry color. Little June bug on one side and kind of a black grape on the other. So let's get back on the edges of these weeds and do some more shaky heading. There we go. He was swimming with it. Oh, little guy. So hard to tell when these little ones take it sometimes. But he took it. All right, shaky head. I was not going to be surprised. I was just trying to get him on some moving baits all day. But they can't do it. Can't do it all the time. So sometimes we do what we do to get what we get. There we go. All right, good deal. Man, I didn't have that in the water for more than a second. What do we got here? Is it a better fish? Oh yeah, it's a little decent fish. Awesome. Cool. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Awesome. So yeah, I knew I was coming to a fairly stained pond. So with this watercolor, this darker colored trick worm is doing the trick. And that's literally like 3 bass and 5 casts, something like that. So yeah, that definitely does the trick. It's as finessey as I was gonna go. I didn't bring anything lighter than this. I didn't bring any Ned rigs, no drop shots, nothing but a shaky head. A couple spinning rods, you know, one for a baby frog for early this morning. Didn't get much on that, but shaky head, gotta love it. Man, oh man. It'll be a numbers game for sure. No question. I'm just waiting. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, he's going to be a giant. Wow. I might just smile. I might just smile and not even say anything. It's just going to be nonstop. Just literally dropping it right on the edge of those weeds, and it hits the bottom, a couple little shakes, and pink, a little tap, and or the line just starts moving. You just set the hook and they're there. There we go. Chris made it over. He's going to start joining me on some shaky heading, so hopefully he'll be getting some numbers here shortly. And between me and him, hopefully we'll get the giant. There's a whole bunch of wood and sticks and stuff right in here I know I was getting caught up in, so, and I got bit like 3 times on my Texas rig. I wouldn't doubt if I got bit right away right in here with this little shaky head. Seems like the water has slowed down coming in since this morning. Oh, there we go. There, oh my gosh, what the heck was that? Dude, that was the weirdest bite ever. This must have been the tiniest little dink. They're right underneath me, trying to eat it. Dude, this is weird. Oh my God, right below me, dude. Did you see that? And it's a giant. Directly below me. It's the biggest fish of the day. It was literally right behind. It's a giant, dude. It's a big one. Guys, I came back over here where the open water was. I've never gone straight vertical with a shaky head, and I just did, and I got myself a really big fish, and it's definitely the biggest fish of the day, and it may be a sign out fish because we got to go. Oh my gosh, look at this fish. Absolutely, I don't know, it might not be a sign out fish now. Can you believe that? Did you see what I was doing? I was getting tapped and ticked by who knows what. I dropped straight back down on it to see what the heck was messing with it. And look at this thing. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. I love this place. You never know what you're gonna get. And I just got this guy. He's not going absolutely anywhere. There's no way. He's so well hooked. Wow, look at this thing, dude. Look at the lips on him. Oh, oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about with this Virginia farm pond. That is absolutely awesome on a shaky head. And look, it's just gonna come right out. Absolutely beautiful. I've never done that. 100% straight vertical, straight down on top of what was messing with it, which was a tiny little dink, and this guy just sucked it right in. What do you think? 4.5, maybe 5? He's not 5, but he's pushing it. That's a beautiful fish. I'm glad you guys got to see that. That was something different. All right, let's put this one back, see if there's any more in there. Wow. All right, back she goes. There we go. Another almost vertical shaky head fish. I think this fish hit it once and then hit it again. Let me turn this boat around. I'm about to go into the jungle, which I could barely get into with this boat. That's a beautiful fish. Let's get it up in here. Should be fine with that pound line. And you got a nice little birthmark on your ear. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, folks, it's been a heck of a day out on the Virginia farm pond. My buddy Chris is on his way back to the ramp. I'm on my way back to the ramp after this fish. I wanted to get a sign out fish, at least one more, because I knew there'd be at least one more fish in the mouth of this little pocket right here. So there it is. Folks, the seasons are turning. We've had one heck of a run of weather, but things are just getting better. So fall's on the way. Folks, as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. And until we meet again, over and out.